The winter 2023 anime season is now officially over, so let's discuss how the winter season was this year. We got Vinland Saga to start us off, which I will say was absolutely peak. Now, granted, I don't think it's as good as Season 1. Season 1 was a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Season 2, 9 out of 10. Easily a 9 out of 10. I kind of knew going in, though, that it was going to be a lot slower than Season 1. There's not going to be as much action because of all the comments and tweets that I saw about it. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting these grand big fights. But what we got was amazing character development. Still going on. It's only halfway through. I have been keeping up with Vinland Saga Season 2 quite consistently. So, yeah, easy 9 out of 10. One of my favorite anime of the season. Next, we have Misfit Demon King Academy. Okay, I loved Season 1. I think I gave it like a solid 7.5 or something. And I really enjoyed it. Season 2, honestly, not really all that in my opinion. I don't know what the heck is going on, honestly. Now, yeah, I said maybe it's just, my small pea brain not really understanding everything, but it feels like each episode is a arc within itself, man, and I just can't keep up. I don't know what the heck is going on 95% of the time. So, yeah, really wasn't the biggest fan of this season. But even so, it is sadly one of the anime that got hit with delays till who the heck knows when. This season of the Misfit Demon King Academy, I give maybe a 6.5 at the very most. Granted, yeah, we don't know exactly how it's going to wrap up because it got delayed like halfway through. Unless it really got good and started getting peak after the first 6 episodes, I can't see myself giving it above a 6.5. So yeah, sadly one of my favorite anime. I'm not saying top 10, but I really enjoyed Season 1, and Season 2, in my opinion, didn't really live up to Season 1. Tomo-chan, oh my lord, just ended. I watched the last episode, absolutely loved it, man. Oh, they ended Tomo-chan so beautifully, so perfectly. I really enjoyed this anime, if you couldn't already tell. Kept up with it every single week, looked forward to it, and overall, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. I will say that every episode was solid all the way through. I don't think it does necessarily anything spectacular to push it up to a 9 or 10, but easy recommendation if you love slice of life romance. I really enjoyed it. One of the most solid anime of its season. Next, we got The Angel Next Door, Spoils Me Rotten, which it's not bad by any means. It's really good, and I understand why a lot of people like it, but to me, it just seems like too perfect. I know that sounds really weird to say, like, oh, an anime is just too perfect, but I find it, like, boring to a certain extent. It's like, that saying goes, perfection is boring. I really have like no complaints about this anime. Like, I can't really say anything negative about it besides the fact that I just wasn't McLovin' it as much as other people did. I still give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10, and if I really enjoyed it more, I'd easily give it an 8. It's a very good anime, and I heard that it's a really good adaptation as well. So W there, I didn't read light novels. I don't really read light novels, but the reception of it is very high, which is a W, but it just wasn't keeping me too interested. I don't know, man. It's just one of those anime that just I can respect as good as it is, but I just wasn't really into it. Nagatoro Season 2 didn't really finish Season 1. I only got like 2 episodes in Season 1. I did read a little bit of the manga though, so I know that Nagatoro anime is really good. I know the adaptation is amazing. I just personally have been hella sleeping on it, so I really don't have much input to say on it. Besides the fact that, more Nagatoro but better, and a lot of my friends are really enjoying it as well. Buddy Daddies. No, okay, dude. I see a lot of buddy daddies on the good old Twitters, and it just reminds me how good it is, but when I actually try to go and watch it, I don't know, man, I just get a little bit bored by it. Now, am I saying it's bad? No, I'd give it a solid 7.5. I only watched like 4 or 5 episodes. Actually, you know what? That's more than I honestly figured I was going to watch of it. But, I mean, first episode was really good. It is a solid anime, and I just really didn't get into it like The Angel Next Door. Is it good? Yeah. Maybe if I actually finished it, I would raise it up to an 8. Didn't really catch on to it, which is actually a theme for quite a few of these anime. And speaking about that, we have now the Isekai and his cool female colleague, which again, is another anime where I enjoyed, but just didn't keep up with it. I'm really bad, honestly, at keeping up with anime. I'm not gonna lie. So, don't take this as, me hating on the anime. Don't take this as like, oh, I just felt like it was trash or something like that. Where some of these anime, yeah, I did, like, purposely stop watching. But yeah, I am not the greatest at keeping up with anime whatsoever. Although there's a few that I actually kept up with. Definitely easily recommend this romance. Really, really wholesome. Really, really cute, man. Oh, God, dude, it might, be about a ice guy and a cool female colleague, big chillin', but god dang, did it warm the heart, man. So, easy recommendation. I have to finish this sometime because it's very, very solid. And now we finally have something that, again, I have finished. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. Oh my goodness, man. This was absolutely peak. Now, I did give it a 9 out of 10, so not a perfect 10, but I will say, the first episode and the last episode were peak freaking fiction. The first episode caught me, hooked me in, man, like no other. One of the greatest first episodes I've ever seen in anime. Now, the rest of the anime, I'd probably give like an 8 out of 10. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, but, the rest of the series really didn't live up to the first episode. Still very, very solid, though. Still kept me entertained and enough to come back every single week. Yeah, the rest of it was a little bit slower. It was weird, actually, because I say that it's slower, but also it felt like it went by really, really quickly. I don't really know how to explain it exactly, but yeah. A lot of stuff happened, but at the same time, it felt like not a lot of stuff happened. Overall, man, I give it a 9. The last episode wrapped up everything perfectly, and I will say that if we never get a season 2, I would be okay with that because, they just ended it so perfectly. I'd rather it end perfectly how it did than get a season 2 that might not live up to season 1. That is a solid 9 out of 10. Absolutely beautiful. Loved it so much. Kubo-san now, though, oh my god, man. Oh god, I loved this anime. I want to say this was my favorite anime of the season, but it got delayed, man. One of the anime that I just, did not want to get delayed, which I feel like, the rest of it, I feel like the rest of the anime that got delayed, I'm kind of like, it sucks, but it's whatever. But Kubo getting delayed just breaks my heart, man. Each episode was the most wholesome, freaking feels good, bubbly, just, oh my god, warms the heart. Oh lordy, I can go on about Kubo-san forever, man, because it is just so freaking good. Oh lordy. So yeah, it getting delayed is a massive L. I'd give it a solid 8.5, 9, possibly. Yeah, I want to say a 9, honestly. Campfire Cooking. Oh my lord, another great anime that didn't get delayed, thank god, because I believe I'm on like the last episode. I've been kind of lazy and just need to watch it, but really, really loved it. One of the most interesting isekais, not your average typical isekai whatsoever, and I love it, man. I really hope we get more isekais like this where it's, the MC isn't some overpowered, badass, which I like. Don't get me wrong, like Eminence in Shadow was amazing. But yeah, I really liked how this series was. The food looked absolutely miraculous. Oh god, man, it made me so hungry. Great anime. I really hope we get a season 2. I was told by my friend Wedo that the light novel is quite amazing as well. So, if I read light novels, I would 100% go read this. But, if you like isekai and comedy, I would say this is definitely worth the watch. 100%. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, solid 8.5 in my opinion. Okay, Inspector Season 2. Alright, I finished Inspector Season 1. I loved it except for the last arc. I still have a grudge with it. That was the most boring arc of all time. Season 2, god dude, I don't really know what to say about it. Like, it's so interesting yet boring at the same time, in my opinion. It hooks you in because like, oh dang, this detective mystery stuff, but at the same time, I'm a little bit bored while watching it. We'll have to say that the OP is good, but Season 1 OP was a banger, man. One of my favorite OPs. But Season 2, we actually had arguably best girl, easily best girl in the series. I totally forget what she exactly is, but dang, bro, she is cute. Oh my lord, best girl, man, best girl, bro. I love it, man. I'm down horrendous for, I believe, that yokai. forget what the heck she is. I'm sorry. Season 2. If you like Season 1, yeah, go watch Season 2. So far, I think it is a little bit better. Yes. Reborn to Master Blade. Yet another disappointing Isekai gender bender anime, which I will say it's not as bad as she professed herself to be the pupil of the wise man, because that was just so disappointing beyond belief. And, you know, I don't know why. I didn't read the light novel, but I expected more from this series because, I mean, I like English, you know, she's a badass, she loves fighting and everything, and that's right up my alley. And I will say that it just, it felt like the anime blue-balled you every time, because it seems like, you know, we're going to get into a cool epic fight, and then the fight is like the most mid shit you'll ever see. Like, you know, I'm not hating on you if you liked it, but me personally, I was not entranced by it. I did not think it was really that great, and that's not even just me just, you know, going in like, oh yeah, this is gonna be trash. No, I was really looking forward to it, because the first episode I was like, okay, alright, you know, I dig this, you know, it's another gender bender isekai, you know, we love to see it. You know, maybe this will make up for she professed herself to be the pupil wise man, but no. I've only watched like 4 or 5 episodes of it. I dropped it. Maybe I'll come back to it eventually, but I really doubt it, because even people that I follow on the good old Twitters have said that, you know, they finished it, and they definitely will say that it really dropped off during the second half of the season. So I really have like no reason to continue watching this, especially if the first half is like, you know, the better part of it. Okay, so now we have Revenger, which did intrigue me a little bit. I watched like 4 episodes of it. It was decent, you know, I think I'd give it a 6 or something like that. It made me really think that we need more like samurai era anime, honestly, which I don't really have too much complaints about like what we're getting nowadays. Revenger really did make me think we need like vagabond anime adaptation, and I forget what this other samurai anime is that I watched a little bit ago. I can't remember. It was about like some immortal dude. I didn't finish it. It was pretty cool, but anyway, Revenger is definitely interesting. I wouldn't say it was really that great, but you know, it was alright, you know, for the first few episodes that I watched. Maybe I'll come back and finish it if I really feel like watching some samurai stuff. But yeah, we got Revenger, so hopefully more samurai anime do come out. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Now, you know, again, only watched a few episodes of it, and yeah, you know, kind of dropped it. Really didn't hook me in too much. It was a very, very interesting though. I didn't really know what to expect going into it. It definitely looked visually stunning. Definitely a, yeah, darker series. Not even kind of fucked up, but no, it is pretty fucked up. Like, you know, how everything is in that world. I forget his name, but blonde-haired dude, I believe he is. Yeah, he's a little bitch, and I hate him. And I didn't really watch the rest of it, so I don't really know if he comes back. But, yeah, I don't like him. I don't know if he has a redeeming arc or a redeeming quality to him, but, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I don't like him. Ayakashi Triangle now, you know, another gender bender, which is a W, I will say. Now, it got delayed. I didn't keep up with it because, you know, I felt there's no reason to keep up with it, because, you know, I'm gonna get through 5-6 episodes and then I'm not gonna freaking watch it ever again, probably. I thoroughly enjoyed each episode I watched, which was only 3, but, you know, if it didn't get delayed, maybe I would have, you know, kept up with it. I can't really recommend this to a lot of people because it is, you know, an ecchi, you know, weird, you know, out there kind of anime, but I did enjoy it, you know what I mean? Although, I will say, the censorship is BS. I don't know how you guys see censorship. I personally don't believe that it should be on anime, you know. I guess maybe if there is a censored version of it, that's fine, but, you know, there should be a censored version and an uncensored version, you know, if you're gonna have censorship. You know, at least have the option there for people who don't really want to see, you know, anime biddies, unlike me, you know, I love the anime biddies. So, yeah, it definitely does bring the enjoyment down by quite a bit. Yeah, you can say I'm down bad, which, you know, I am, I'm not gonna lie. Is what it is, you know, what are you gonna do? When this comes back and has an uncensored version, I don't really know if there is an uncensored version, maybe there already is. I can see myself definitely picking this back up because, you know, I really enjoyed it. Although I know it's trashy and a lot of people are probably going to think like, what the heck is wrong with you? It's trashy. I know it is. I'm not saying it's like peak fiction and it's quality entertainment. But, you know, trashy stuff can also be good, you know, if you don't take it too seriously. So that pretty much wraps up winter 2023. Overall, W season to say the least. Not the best, certainly not bad. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate that. Hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whatever hell time it is for you. And I will see you guys next time.